Hi, and welcome to another edition of Cooking and Living with Ria. Today, I want to show you a very simple, easy side dish recipe. I grew up eating this side dish. My aunts and my mom made this a lot when they were entertaining and having parties, if we had a barbecue, whatever it was. I'm from the Caribbean, so we love rice, and this rice is called yellow rice or Spanish rice. And I'm going to share with you a simple way on how to zhuzh this rice up so it can be delicious and it can be one of your signature dishes to make for your friends and family. So let's get started. So this is the brand of yellow rice that I like to use. It's called the Vigo Saffron Yellow Rice. It's an authentic Spanish recipe. It comes pre-seasoned with salt and lots of different Spanish seasoning. You want to turn the package over and take a look at the directions on how to cook and follow. This one calls for 2.5 cups of water. So in a medium pan, I add 2.5 cups of water and cover the pot and bring to a boil before you add your rice. Now is a good time to throw in your rice once the water comes to a boil. And you're going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Go ahead and stir your rice. And then you'll want to cover it and let it simmer for about 20 minutes or according to whatever your packaging might say. And don't forget to turn your heat down to the lowest setting. While your rice is cooking, we're going to go ahead and chop up our vegetables. In this recipe, I'm going to add 1 green pepper, 1 red sweet pepper, 1 jalapeno, and about a half a cup of chopped cilantro. And the last ingredient that I add is a cup of corn. I'm just slicing up the green peppers and I'm going to dice it. Really nice and small. I can't tell you how many times my friends have complimented me on this rice. They always request that I make it, and I actually make it for my husband quite often. He's a big fan of this rice. I love to have these vegetables in the rice, and actually my aunt's recipe, they put different things in their rice like peas and carrots and green beans. You can certainly add whatever kind of vegetables you want. I just love the flavors of the green and red peppers that this gives my rice, and I don't like a lot of peas and carrots in it. So you can make it your own, however you want to customize. I'm going to add my ingredients to a bowl and put it aside and chop up my red peppers. I just love the flavor that the red bell peppers bring to this recipe. And I love the mixture of mixing those two together. I'm actually not a fan of the yellow peppers. To me, it doesn't have as much flavor as the red and the green. I'm just finishing up chopping up my peppers, and we're gonna put this aside and start on our onion. Chopping only takes about 10 minutes to do, and it's really the hardest part of this recipe. Everything else is pretty easy. You just want to keep an eye on your rice and make sure it doesn't dry down too fast and stick to the bottom of the pan while you're chopping. So now we're gonna slice off half of an onion, cut off the ends, peel, and then slice and dice it. Thank you so much for watching me make this recipe. If you like my videos and you want to see more recipes, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing and what kind of recipes you want to see. Right now I'm actually going to slice up this jalapenos and we're going to give it a quick chop, and then we're going to get to our cilantro. So I actually did not have enough cilantro for my recipe. This is all I had remaining. I'm trying to cut down my trips to the grocery store since we're in quarantine mode. So I only got about a 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro for my recipe, which was really not enough to really kick up that flavor. So just keep in mind you need about a half a cup of chopped cilantro. So I'm just going to check on my rice, make sure it's doing well and it's not sticking to the bottom. It's coming along just perfectly. Now that my rice is finished cooking, we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil to this large pan and then add my chopped vegetables and saute. So you want to saute your vegetables only for about 3 to 4 minutes, then add your rice into the vegetables. Right here, I'm adding a cup of corn on top of the rice. I actually forgot to saute the corn with the vegetables, so I just decided to add it on top of the rice, which is totally fine. You want to use a fork to fluff your rice up and to mix your ingredients into the rice. Then the last 2 ingredients I'm gonna just throw on there is the jalapenos and cilantro. And this recipe goes really well with that roasted chicken I made on Tuesday, so please check out my video on how to roast a whole chicken. It was so delicious and will go perfectly with this. So here's the finished product. It smells delicious. I love the mixture of the red and green peppers and onions. I also added some corn. I opened up a can of corn in there and I threw it in there. And the last ingredients that I threw on top and mixed it all together were the cilantro, the chopped cilantro, and jalapenos. And just go ahead and continue to fluff your rice and mix it up with a fork. So let's give it the taste test. This is such a delicious rice. I love the crunch of the corn, the peppers, the taste of the cilantro, and the crunch of the jalapenos. Such a great dish. And you can actually add anything else in there if you wanted to. You can cook some shrimp, or you can shred some chicken from your leftover roasted chicken and throw it all in there and make it like a one pot. At the end, just add your extra ingredients and you got a meal. And there you go. That's my yellow rice. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share. Share your comments and let me know how your recipe turned out or if you have any questions at all. Thank you and see you next time.